Why hasn't American soccer produced a global superstar?
Why hasn't the US and MLS produced a world-class superstar?
Why hasn't the US or MLS produced a world superstar like Messi or Ronaldo? And I think there are a few reasons for this. One, because in this country you have a lot of sports to choose from, and I think that dilution of talent hurts us when we compare ourselves to other countries because everybody's usually focused on becoming a great soccer player everywhere else. That's their way out.
Historically, player development has been really concentrated around results and results of the team. When MLS initiated its homegrown policy in 2007, it really put the focus on the development of the individual. How important is it for MLS to produce a global superstar? I believe it's very important for us to produce global superstars.
Look, if you are able to produce a soccer star recognized around the world, it's huge validation. But ultimately, I would argue, I'd rather have 100 world-class talents that are not necessarily global stars than have the one global soccer superstar, and I think Germany proved it at the most recent World Cup.
My argument would be that we need to make sure that our weakest links get better, and that we're not just good with our MLS teams from the first 1 to 6 players, and those guys are amazing, but the next 5 that start are okay. We need to make sure that continues to get better, that our depth gets better, that we can compete in CONCACAF Champions Leagues, that we can win those, playing FIFA Club World Cups, and start to really compete on a global stage as a league and the clubs within the league.
One of the most important facets of our youth development is really not the development of our youth, it's the development of our coaches, and we've aimed a lot of resources around that, especially with our French Football Federation program, where a number of our coaches from each academy are now going through a course to get their formation license, the same as they do in France and in Europe. Some
of the things I'm excited about are the youth academies for MLS. They're now developing this infrastructure where everybody's on the same page and they're all trying to look for that same kind of talent.
Is there a global superstar in an MLS academy right now? There could be. I think especially at the lower ages, typically from U12, U13, U14, we're very competitive on the world stage, and especially when we go to international competitions, we do quite well. But when we get to the older ages, that's where things start to lag behind. So we certainly have the potential clay for the world-class superstar.
Here's where the MLS academies come in for me. They are giving opportunities to the best talents in a certain region of the country where an MLS team is based. They're giving those players the chance to get a free soccer education, and the best soccer education you can get at a very young age. A lot of people talk about the issue with youth soccer in America is the fact that there are too many kids that fall through the cracks, or they don't have the money to compete and get on travel teams. Well, the MLS academies are taking that out of the equation.
If you wanted to become a global superstar, you have to touch the ball every day. That goes without saying. You have to find games. Try to find people that are older than you, better than you, see what they're doing. Go watch games live. So when you're out there and you're working on your game, you got to be thinking, what is the kid who's going to be the best player in the world? What is he doing right now to become the best player in the world? And when you start thinking about it from those parameters, then I think you'll have a pretty good idea of what you have to do. And it's nonstop. But if you love it, you love it. And when you get to the top, it's the best thing ever. And I wish you all the best of luck.